there, this is Wendy with loveandstampin.com. I'm happy you're here with me today. We are using Misty Moonlight, Bermuda Bay, Cinnamon Cider, Sahara Sand, and Bumblebee for our color combination today. We're going to make two different size library pocket cards. The first one is 5 1/4 by 10 inches. This is Sahara Sand cardstock, and then we're scoring it 5 1/2 on the 10-inch side, turning it and scoring it 1/2 inch on each side. We're going to cut away the side pieces down to that 5 1/2 inch line on the 5 1/2 inch side. One side of this cardstock is shorter than the other after you score it in the middle. So you want to make sure the part you're cutting away is the longer side of the score line. I hope that makes sense. And then we're going to cut these away completely and do a little trimming and measuring and cutting. Now, I want to mention a few things while we're getting started here. First, Stampin' Up! Is having a big sale starting November 16th through the 18th. 10% off cardstocks, 15% off inks, and 20% off of dies. Huge savings. So make your wish list now. If you're watching this video, the link's below the video for all the product, and you can place an order with me now, or if you want to get cardstock, inks, or dies, wait until the 16th to place that order, okay? November 16th through the 18th. I'm also doing a special offer during that time, so keep a watch on my YouTube channel for a video on November 16th. Okay, I measured up to the 3-inch mark on the right side of the shorter side of this, and just cut at a diagonal, and then I'm adding tear and tape. The second thing I want to mention to you is I have a free project sheet on my blog for both of these cards. So please do not worry about writing down the measurements or anything like that. Now, if you just need to see how I did it, pause the video, rewind, and continue watching. But there is a project sheet link below the video, and it houses the project sheet. You just have to scroll down until it says click here to get your project sheet, okay? All right, this piece is for the front. So we're cutting at 2 1/2 inches. So we're gonna make a little mark, and let's see, let me look at my notebook here real quick. What size is this white layer? It's 4 by 4. So, oh, it says mark at 1 1/2. Well, I can assure you that the project sheet will be correct because I'm reading out of my my little, I guess it would be 1 1/2. It depends on the direction you're going. Anyways, here's the second card. This one is 4 1/4 by 11. We're scoring it at 5 1/2, and we're scoring it at, what did we score it at? We scored it at 5 1/2 and 9 1/2. And that's going to make a little flap that will fold backwards. And we're going to do the detail trio punch to round the corners on this as well. So this is just two versions of a library pocket card. I wanted to show you the measurements and scoring first so that if you don't want to hang around for chit chat, you don't have to, and you can just quickly know how to make these cards. However, if you do want to hang around for chit chat and decorating one of these cards, then I am excited that you're going to be here to do that. So both of these cards are super dang cute. And here on this one, you need to adhere this flap down, but I'm not doing that because you need to put DSP under it first. So here is that finished card. I made a birthday card, great masculine card. You could add a little gift card tucked in the pocket or whatever. All right, so we're going back to the other library pocket card, which honestly is my favorite one. I love this one. And I'm taking, I'm using the Penguin stamp set. Penguin. I say penguin. I know it's not the right way to say it. You're supposed to say penguin. Anyways, what can I say? I was raised by Texans and Oklahomans. What are you going to do? So anyway, I background stamped with Sahara Sand, and now we're going to do a bunch of decorating on this little panel piece that we cut out earlier. I am using the little sloping snow hill to kind of define a line there for my snow. And then we're going to do some ink blending and just fun stamping and decorating. While we're doing that, we're going to have a little bit of story time. So over this past week, it has been a long one, guys. Not yes and no. There's been a lot of blessings. You know, I always think there's so many blessings in everything. And it's really easy to kind of get in that negative Nelly syndrome sometimes when it's like, oh, why did this happen? Or why did that happen? You know? So, husband was on call all week. And for those of you who don't know, he is a lineman for an electrical company. And so he was on call all week, and that meant that it makes everything crazy. That's the only way I can describe it. So Monday he went to work at 6 a.m. and he got home at 2 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Yeah. So he was gone overnight. And it just makes for a really long week. We never know when he's going to be gone, when he's going to be home. Today he called when I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Thursday, by the way. And he called me and said, hey, I'm not going to be home till probably around 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. So that kind of just throws a wrench in like dinner plans and all that kind of stuff, which I was just going to cook dinner. It's a blessing and a curse, because on one hand I'm like, okay, well now I don't really need to cook dinner. I'll just snack on something, and my daughter will just have something easy and not a big deal. But then on the flip side of that, it's like when I lay meat out to thaw or whatever, then you've got, so anyway, you all don't really care about all this. The bottom line is it just makes your week a little funky. Now, I want to mention something. You can get this stamp set. You can't get the punch. The punch is still on back order. And for those of you who have already purchased this and you're waiting for it, all I can do is tell you we love you and we're sorry. And it's totally out of Stampin' Up's hands. It has to do with the cargo ship crisis and everything that's going on. It's a global issue. It's not just Stampin' Up. In fact, I was watching, most card makers know who Tim Holtz is, and I was watching one of his live videos the other day, and he was saying there was a product that they were supposed to launch this year, and it never got launched because they don't have it. They're waiting for it. So they're hoping that it gets launched next year. So anyway, those are the kinds of things that we're dealing with right now. But in the big scheme of things, aren't we all so blessed? I mean, if our biggest problem is that we can't get the stamped ink or paper that we want, then we're doing pretty good in life, aren't we? Like, that's how I feel. Like, we have food, we have water that is clean, and we have a roof over our heads and all the hullabaloo. So really, the blessings are abundant, and we just have to remember that when we're frustrated about something simple like paper, ink, and stamps, right? So I'm just grateful I still have a job. I'm grateful Stampin' Up! Is still in business, and I am grateful that all of you watch my videos. I'm so blessed by that. And I have to tell you, every time you give me a thumbs up on my video or you subscribe to my channel, I don't think you guys know how much that helps me. Not just in the YouTube land, but emotionally. Like, it helps me a lot because, sometimes I can get a little bit discouraged about different things or whatever. And I come to see one of my videos and it has a lot of views and it has people that have commented how much they love my card and that I've inspired them. And they've given me a thumbs up, and it just makes my day. It just does. It just is a little happy spot in my day. So thank you to all of you who take the time to do that. It really means a lot to me. I don't think you know how much it means to me. So here you're going to see me fussy cut out these reindeer antlers. I really wish there was a die set for this penguin place stamp set. The punch is adorable, but I really would have loved to have had a die set because this was a little tedious, but not impossible. Thankfully, the antlers are thick enough that they're pretty easy to chop up, chop around, cut around. Okay, so what else is happening? I'm trying to think if there's been anything. Oh, my garden. So on Instagram stories, I had been sharing my garden, like everything that had been going on with it. Y'all, it is so pitiful, but I have enough lettuce growing that I think I'm going to be able to get a salad out of it soon. And I am really excited about that. So I'm anxious to see what it tastes like and see how much different it tastes than store-bought romaine lettuce. It definitely looks different than romaine lettuce that you buy in the store. So I'm really anxious to try it. If you are a gardener and I've never grown lettuce. So if you have grown lettuce, can you please comment below and tell me, is there a certain way I should wash it? Because I kind of feel like I saw something somewhere that talked about like homegrown lettuce needs to be washed a certain way, but then maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. So it's almost ready to harvest some of it. And I would love to know if you have any tips or ideas for me on the best way to harvest it and the best way to clean it before I eat it. I would love to know. Okay, got those antlers cut out and they're just going to go right on top of this cute little penguin right here. Isn't this cute? I just love this week's color combo, and I really tried to use it in two dramatically different cards for a reason. I wanted to be able to show, like, look how versatile this is. The colors I picked out this week, you can do a Christmas card with it, or you can do a really masculine birthday card, and there's many other types of cards you could make with it. But these were just the two that came to my mind as inspiration, or that I was inspired by. I'm using Bumblebee ink for the beak and the feet, and that cinnamon cider came in perfect for the reindeer antlers. I'm going to be so sad when cinnamon cider goes away. Just so you guys all know, you really need to own cinnamon cider because it is one of the best colors ever in the whole wide world for browns. I love it. And when they get rid of it, I'll probably have a little pity party, if I'm being honest. So anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with us. I did find out, I got an email from my daughter's teacher saying she's going to have a little performance next week for her drama students. And my daughter's taking a drama class, which if you know my daughter, you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Because she's not somebody who likes to be in the limelight and speak in front of people or anything like that. So I was so proud of her that she took this class and she's trying it out and seeing if, something she would like. I don't know that she would ever do it again, but I'm really happy that she tried it. And she, like I said, she has this little performance coming up next week. She's horrified at the fact that I'm going to come and watch her. She does not want me to be there. But I don't care. I am your mom. I gave birth to you, and this is why. I had you so that I could come watch you in silly little drama performances. That is part of being a mom, and that is part of like the mom card, right? Is that you get to be like, I gave birth to you. I get to go watch you do whatever I want to watch you do. Period. The end. That's how it works. So, just like on the few occasions I've embarrassed her, I'm like, well, that's part of parenting. We get to embarrass you. I don't know what to say. When you have your own kids, you can embarrass them. And for the record, I've never done anything that's like super embarrassing, but at 13, everything's embarrassing. Like your mother breathing is embarrassing. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, that's what's happening in our world. We don't have a whole lot new to report. Maybe, big fat maybe, be going to Disneyland. I'll keep you guys posted. If that happens, you'll know because I'm going to lose my mind because I've not gone to Disneyland in a few years now and I cannot wait to go back. So, we'll see if that happens. So keep your fingers crossed and don't say a prayer. I mean, do we really need to pray for Wendy to go to Disneyland? No. But, you can keep your fingers crossed for me. How about that? That feels appropriate for the situation. All right, so now I'm just taking and stamping on this insert. And honestly, I feel like I kind of overdid this. I wish I wouldn't have stamped it down quite as far on that right side and just maybe stamped straight across the top or something. It just ended up being a little much for me, but whatever, it's a card. It's not the end of the world. So here are the two completely finished cards. On the insert with the penguins, I did end up taking the insert back out and stamping a little penguin at the bottom of the insert. So when you go to my blog and look at the photos, you'll see that there. If you want any of these products, shop with me at shoploveandstampin.com. If you want a free project sheet that has the measurements and everything for both of these cards, hop over to my blog, link below the video. I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.